Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we are doing a personal reading for a client that will represent the sign of Cancer. So we have other signs in question, but this is the main source of energy that we're using today, as well as Gemini. Um, as always, prior to the recording, I call on to the universe with my client's personal information because my client remains private at all times. Now, again, I am Margourtarotreader, and let's get started with the energies. My client is very much so aware when it comes to predictions. Certain predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent. Other predictions cannot and will not be, because it is the path that you and the person in question have to take in this earthly world. Okay, so I want to start today with the reading, and I already before the recording. I've asked the universe, of course, if anyone wants to come in within the white light for you, for your loved ones, and also for anyone that passed on. Now, so that window is open in case if it wants to come through. And of course, my client knows what I'm referring to. Now, also, I'm going to start with the energy of a Libra at this moment, I feel. Okay? So, let me see. Right off the back, as I was shuffling, so we had two certain cards. Okay, let me see here. Thank you, Angel. Four. Okay. Okay, so I feel like I cannot. I have to take that one. Thank you. And there we go. And we'll leave it. Okay. So we have a number of issues going on with the Libra. And I feel that in all the senses of everything that we've done, it has taken a lot of energy away from that person. Throughout her life, in the physical life that she has now, she has built a lot of negative karma in her life. Sometimes it is due to the type of relationships that you end up having, the way you conduct yourself with your loved ones, and the type of relationships that you have. But also is the karma from the past tense that has nothing to do with you, that they have to carry on and deal with it eventually here. And that's why we end up here at all times, to close karma, to begin new lessons in our lives as well. So I see that this is one of the things that she has been going through. And I also feel that because certain things were not done throughout this life, for her in particularly, I feel that this has also hindered her energy in a great deal. I feel that she've had a lot of misfortunes, and she've had a lot of a moment of joy, but all of a sudden taken away. So it could be with love relationships or with herself feeling that way, that even if you have something good, it's still not good, being negative, okay, thinking, acting, and so far. But I also feel that there's something that she have hoped and dreamed for in her life that I don't see it, that is still fruitful. And it was a very long time that she's been asking for a certain wish to fulfill her, hoping to have that manifest in this physical life. I don't see that being manifested as of yet. But the thing about it is that I still see her still standing in her ground. So basically, even though that she might analyze and realize that certain things are negative, she still stands in her ground upright in the best ability that she can. So as a mother, she's done the best that she has capable of wanting to do, for example. So as a mother, I give her a credit for that even though sometimes children can say, well, you didn't do this or you didn't do, but I still feel that in herself, in her energy, she has done the best in any way possible, including sacrifice certain things of her life, love, relationships, and so forth, in order to maintain herself always with her children, let's say. Okay, so I definitely see that. Now, and the reason why I have to say this is because of a certain energy that I'm sensing here. So I feel that lately she has been thinking a lot about, the afterlife, or what will be if this happens. When it comes, it comes. Or like, let's say, for example, it's coming, sensing that moment, and reconnecting with the past actions, and where is she now in this stage of life. So we do know that she has been having certain dreams. We do know that, and we do see it also including here. um, I also feel that she has been hindering by a certain energy. um, she might know of someone that has passed on, and also she might know of someone that has also done some type of voodoo work on in her life. Nothing to do with you, I feel. Okay, that's how I sense this energy. Let me see what else can I pick up. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens for giving us precise predictions for my client, one of my ancestors, before we continue on. Thank you. So I hear her saying, like, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can tell you. Or I don't know if I can be honest enough. I think that you've had enough of knowing me in the way that you're expressing it. So that's how I sense your Libra's energy. Okay. Thank you, ancestors. If you like, you're welcome to. Okay. So, and exactly. So we're going back and forth with the energy with this person. And, sometimes, and not sometimes, practically the majority of the time, even if the person is in the living, I can still sense their energy, even sitting next to me here. And when the passed on is totally different, right? Um, but I feel the hesitance of wanting to be opened up. So she feels like she failed on something, and I feel that more so is personally. Okay, so I see that. Let's see. Okay. She made a decision a while back to do something in order to sacrifice herself and her family for the joy and the blessings of her children. So mainly because of these two daughters, we have a water sign, and we have a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm gonna tell you something here. Let me see. Okay. And so I feel that in this characteristic, how I'm sensing it is, sometimes it gives me certain energies, but it is how he or she sees those person, not necessarily their practical sign of us. It can be their sun, moon, or rising, or the energy that you are most in at that moment, or the energy that the person sees you most of the time. So I feel that this is so in her energy, she's picking up, let's say, two daughters, right? One is a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and the other one is a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can be a practically a daughter, or it can be someone closest and dearest to her. But I feel that it is daughters. Okay, and in this particular sign, in the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, it is how she perceives that child of hers, how she sees that child of hers, adventurous, risk taker, pretty, and uses the beauty to get certain things, for example. Okay, but I've also feel that there's a family member who has been very jealous of her, of the Libra. And I also feel that it's like enviness going on here between them. It could have been a sibling of hers, like a sister, or an aunt even. Or it couldn't even be a love rival. Okay, we do see that she couldn't manifest a fulfillment life, like in relationship and marriage. Okay, that's a big hindrance to her. So it was never even if she was promised something, it was never going to happen, I feel. Okay, because it was a deceit going on in there with those type of relationship. I feel that one after the other fell her. Okay, and she gave her best. And this is what I feel. I feel that her heart feels broken. Okay, her heart feels broken. Her spirit has been broken. That's how I sense it here. Okay, now, and how I see this also, it tells me that sometimes, because you can have, and people can even pass by a broken heart. It has happened a number of times, and isn't okay. So now, Her health is not that well. We know that already, but we also sense it here. And so, therefore, she needs to take some type of actions in reference to that health situation. Now that retrograde has moved on, after we are in the shadow right now. So, I will say that in July 11th, maybe she should go and see a different doctor about one of her major circumstances that she's going through right now, because we see her feeling bonded, not being able to move around, not being able to cope with a lot of things. So she wishes she could do more, but she feels like she can't. And a lot of that is self-imposed, and she's been self-imposed for quite some time now. Someone must have triggered her weaknesses, and she kept her life in that movement, action, generating that negative energy for herself. Okay. And that's what I'm sensing. Now, I will tell you this, that we've done something, and it did help quite a bit in reference to the cleansing. Okay, so we have done that. Okay, but I will tell you also this, she is going to need one just for her completely. And I know it's going to be difficult. It can be done without her knowing. Okay, it can be done through my process, and you know how it can be done. But she's going to need something separate for her own self-being. Now, you don't have to do it. I'm just recommending it. And, you know, sometimes, how do I put it? Sometimes we live this world and we leave it with such sorrows in our heart, right? And I have to apologize because this is how I'm sensing her energy. Her energy is very I'm having a hard time breathing, so she probably gets tired fast. You know, like she walks or stuff, things like that. And so sometimes when we have so much hurt in us, it doesn't make us live well in our life. We kind of get in a stagnant move, you know. We see life passes through us, and yet we're still sitting in one place and not being. And we look around and we're like, "What happened to us?" You know. So I'm sensing her in that sense now. Okay, so I will close this, and I'm going to see something else here. Okay, thank you, ancestors. Okay, why? So she does ask herself sometimes, why me? Okay, thank you to the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, so we do see that still they come back around the same decks, the same cards, and so it keeps telling me, it keeps taking me to an energy of what she's going through right now, feeling closed in, feeling locked, feeling lost, feeling scared. So she is having certain dreams, and she's afraid that certain dreams are not intended for her best interest, and then she's afraid that if those are actually true, when, you know, things like that. I feel that lately she has been talking to her own self, which is her guardian angel, and so therefore she's getting certain answers. Okay, I don't feel that she is literally saying the whole actual dreams. Okay, let's see for. So we're letting the. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. So this is practically 2 readings in one that I am doing for this client, according to how I saw the energies in the beginning today. Okay. So I feel that I had to see this person a bit more. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. I'm also going to take a look at one person after this, okay? Okay. So someone is needs to be very watchful of what they do. I feel that she is afraid of, if when I'm gone, what's going to happen to so-and-so. So she is worried about, and I feel that right now what it's showing me is a male figure. Here, let me see what that person is. I didn't get it, but anyhow, it's a male figure here who I'm sensing. So it can be someone that she loves and cares for, or someone that she hardly sees every now and then. So I feel that this is a mature person who she thinks a lot about, who she's starting to see that after all these years, he was not truthful and honest to her. So this to me feels like love. relationship, intimate relationship, and then here I feel that it's more of a siblings to her, like a child, or son, something like that. Okay, so she's worried about legal issues that can be pending toward that child. So he might get even in trouble later on. Okay, as of now, before the year is over, so she's concerned about those things. Okay, so she sees what happens if I'm gone. uh, you know uh, who's going to prevent this, who's going to do this, things like that. Okay, so she's looking after what tomorrow is. Okay, so we do see that happening here. Let's see. Trying to see who okay, it's called, so both of you are water sign, that's why. Okay, yeah, we definitely see that this is the person that we saw earlier in the energies. This is the person that she is in love with. I feel that deep down she knows that he is taken, that he lives with someone, and could have been ashamed to say it or express it, or being honest with herself or with the family, or both. But I feel that she's feeling betrayed with this person. Okay, when she finds out, if she knows already, or when she found out that he is with someone else, literally, however timing that is or was, I feel that this took a tremendous toll on her health. Okay, let me see, am I done with the one, two? No. Okay, so do we see? Yeah, okay, so I still see her health being very delicate. I still feel that bed rest is, it keeps showing to me, so she might have a fall or something to that effect. She needs to be very careful with that. Or she might have even an infection. I feel that number of things are going on with herself, but one of those things is going to get into a point that it's going to be critical. Okay, and that's what I'm sensing. So now let me see something else here real quick. Thank you. Let's see. So right now what I'm sensing from this person, this Libra energy, is what's telling me, when I'm gone, if I'm missing, and blah blah, who's going to take care of this, who's going to take care of that. So she is giving me the list of people, like the two water signs, the person that she loves, the sun, and I feel that he has been in and out with someone also. Okay. Property, that she owns a property, because I feel that she's questioning a property, finance and things like that even. Okay, she's telling me that. Okay, now I'm going to see here real quick before I get to you. Let me see, I feel like I saw it here earlier, so let me get to Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for answering the questions that we seek, to be precise and be honest in accuracy with the past, the present, and the future. 4. Yeah, to do a complete setup for your family, because it's in such size, it would have to be a separate reading, but I'm giving you this 2 mini readings for the most energies that need to be seen. Okay, you know that I'm always looking after you. Thank you, angels. Let's see. Thank you. This sibling of yours, Scorpio sign, female, I feel that this person has or is in the process of losing something that is valuable to her. I feel that she's been in and out with a relationship here within her home. With her soul feels empty, and so does the relationship. Okay, she questions the marriage. She is being long-standing. She feels cheated and betrayed, vice versa between both of them. There's going to be an issue going on here. Let me say that if they own a property, and if this man ever decides to divorce or leave her, he's walking away, or afraid and fear that he will walk away with most of the earnings, or property and things like that. In her mind, she has thought of leaving, divorcing, and doing all kinds of stuff with whoever it is that she's with. Okay. But she feels so tied to this person. Yeah, so tied. Now, I do feel that she has cheated or is cheating also. Okay, this Scorpion female. I do sense that. Now, I feel that this person that she's with is very aggressive, very violent, and obsessive even. Okay, so he can cheat, he can do whatever, but not her. And I feel that he has threatened her to literally hurt her, kill her, and things like that. Now, he's all about the beating and whatnot, and verbally abusive, I feel. But I also feel that it's almost like words do not act upon, you know, like, how do I say it? How do I put this? Let me see here. I want to see something before I tell you. If he were to cut her literally with someone, then yes, you can see this person like literally beating her to death. I can see that. Okay. I feel that there's going to be a scene where she might even have a point where she would have to call even the law either on this person, or there's going to be something within her life that the law will have to be called upon. Okay, that's what I'm sensing for the Scorpio. I feel that I had to see those energies. Now, thank you, Lord Jesus. Okay, let me see. So, I will tell you this, that for you, I feel that, and I had to pause it for a minute there because, so with your questions comes a lot. It's not about having one answer. The reply to that is, life is finally coming together, even though we're not together. You know, so he's giving me a speech here, and I'm just trying to get it into one sentence, right? Because he's giving me the same sentence over and over, but in different forms. So it's almost like saying, you know, it's almost like saying, finally, we're getting what we wanted, what we deserved, and we couldn't have it, but we know that we have a certainty for the next time around, okay? Based on what it's been done here in the physical, and based on how he perceives it in the spiritual sense, okay? So he is happy that will happen and that will take place, okay? And he is happy that eventually there will be that union. So he feels more bonded to you now, more assured, let's say, okay? In reference to what has been taking place. And of course, you know, my client knows. Now, also, a lot of those people that we took away have been taken away. Their energy will shift to go elsewhere. Let's say, for example, in the next life they come around, they might just simply just pass through the energy. Like, let's say you're standing here, and that energy will just come through you within those, let's say, 5 seconds, 5 days, whatever. But you'll have the sense of that energy there, but not interfere with your energy or that person's energy. Okay, it's how I see it. Now, with that energy is, I feel more so than ever, it is with like the male type figures. Okay, because I don't see females at this time, but we'll see. So let's see here. Thank you. Yeah, I feel that the energies will be more interference through your end. Okay, that's what I'm sensing here, through your end. So there might be, I feel, a person in your life who either was not in the revoking stage that we've done, or when you meet someone else. Okay, and that becomes a karmic energy or another soul connection that comes in for you before this life ends. Okay, that might be one of those causes that interfere later on. Okay, I do see that. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. We do have a water sign as well, but I feel more so this one, it is the past love relationship that you have already in the heavens. And then we have a water sign here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Shows me twice, so if you haven't had that type of relationship, you know that it's coming around. And then we also have an earth sign. Okay, now we did see a female, so we know that the universe is telling me there is from your side, there is a more so males coming in to probably be in the path of your life in the next life, like saying want to be with you, want to be in a relationship with you. So we definitely see that there is a female that showed up here, but I feel so more it's a female that he's taken back from. Okay, so let me see, how do I put okay, this female has to do with one of these people. Okay, whoever, whatever karma they have. So for instance, let's say if you haven't already, and if you meet someone else as of now, it's someone that he felt that he was in love with, the love of his life before meeting you. Okay, so that's a soul connection as well, a different type of a soul connection as well. And so then meets you, and then he feels the same, if not more, towards you, and that becomes another soul bond, right? So I feel that this person is going to have that bond with another person, with another female, that will be hindering the relationship. Could be here in the physical and or for the next life around. It's what I'm sensing here toward that situation that you asked me earlier. Okay. Now I want to see something else before we close it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. On the signs that you're asking me, what kind of signs? Okay. I feel that I gave you some tips, but either way, the signs are not precise, because I feel that even if I knew, I cannot exactly tell you those signs, because sometimes what the universe does and the angels and our guides do is they cannot give you the answers 100% accuracy, because you have to be on that moment in time in order to be able to perceive it or accept it in that manner. Okay. Sometimes when I give warnings to people, let's say for example, and you already know, when I see a fight or conflict, I tell you so you can prevent that. That is something that can be prevented to an extent, meaning that knowing that the conflict is coming, you will back yourself away from it, and the conflict will be less than what it shows, right? Or for example, illness, if it shows, then I'm already giving you a warning to certain things, and so therefore when something comes in, it will come into an energy of a cold instead, you know. And so with the signs, it's only telling me that you will know when that sign has come in. You will know when that sign has come in, and believe me, you will know. So of course in number 6, we opened the reading with that question, number 6. Okay, and also with the number 7 as well. So I'm just going to say this final one here. Okay. So for the last that I wanted to see is the person and the loved one in the heavens. So he has a joyous message. He is saying that he is united, that he spends a lot of time in your surroundings, in your energy, and in your home. Okay. I'm not sure if where you are now, if you ever went there and stayed there where you are at this time, because he's telling me that he's there quite a bit. And they huddle in there, okay, wherever it is that he spent most of the time in that home environment. If he went there and spent time there, he sees himself in a corner, or it can be a room, but I feel it's a corner. It's a corner that I'm sensing myself in. So he's putting me there, okay. I don't know if he got himself into, like, let's say he went to the room and he waited in a corner and he just tapped on the bed, at the corner of the bed, and said, "Here, come here, baby, come here. Let me show you something, baby." Because I'm smiling because I feel that I feel his energy being in that sense, like playful. You know what I mean? Like, come on, baby. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me. And I want to say, let me rock your world. Come on, baby. Let me show you. I can't even get it right the way he's sensing it to me, because I'm smiling. I feel that he would just smile himself away when he was being naughty. You know what I mean? Yeah. So uh, okay. Um. So yes, approval. He shows me his emotion, his approval, and his coming togetherness. You know what I mean? I feel like yeah, there you go. So I feel like I had to. They just told me to do. There's certain. How do I tell you? When I before I start the reading, and I protect the energy and open the energy at the same time before the readings and the recordings. Um, I call on to the universe and whatever, to get the energies going. So, and I have certain spreads that I do in a number of ways. But if the energies are telling me it's there, is there, and that's it, I have to stop, right? So I have to stop. It doesn't matter if I can do the whole deck if I want to, but if the energies are telling me that's it, I have to, especially when we're trying to connect to someone that has passed on. Okay, so as you noticed, this card came out first, and then I played out all the cards. Um, and so as I did that, I noticed that I didn't do a deck side for this one. And so when I looked at the deck, I heard exactly the last four, you put them on top. And so he gave me the answer completely, satisfying me to let you know that in this life or in the next, I'm going to show you. You might not know nothing of this, but I do. And so as my client, and I've had you for years, you already know. When I tell you, I tell you. There's no other person in his life here and the after but you. And even though there's a distance between you two, there's always going to be celebration within your thoughts, within your memories, and moving forward, looking forward to that beautiful gather